This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright kiddies, I'm going to show you guys how to make a old school bomb and mop, whatever you want to call it. Make your own ink so you can fuck some shit up. These mops usually work best on inside smooth surfaces where you need kiwi shoe polish. Alright, or this is actually the scuff cover shit. Comes with a nib like that and a cap on it like that. So you want to empty all that fucking shit out inside. Make sure you rinse it out good. With these nibs, when you get them, I've cut this one around the edges a little bit because when you finally put the paint through it, they swell up, and when you put it back in your fucking cap, it's gonna make a big fucking mess. You don't want it. Inside the nibs, they do have a flow restrictor. If you guys want that shit to really come pouring out, just pop that thing out with a screwdriver. Otherwise, to get it juiced up, you gotta press down on the nib. I usually leave it in because I mainly stick with this marker for inside jobs. You don't want to make too big of a mess. Maybe you do. I don't fucking know. Trem clad rust paint. You get it in the gloss aluminum. Make sure you fucking shake the shit out of this stuff. You're gonna want it really well shooken before you start mixing. Next thing, Varsol paint thinner. It's all the same shit. You're gonna want to dilute this rust paint down a little bit. The way it is in the can, it's too thick. It's more or less paint, not an ink. We want to make an ink out of it. Don't worry about brake fluid and all that other fucking crap. You don't need it. Alright, so let's open up this rust paint. I'll show you guys what this stuff looks like. I pretty much already shook the shit out of it, so if you open it up and you got clumps in there, just you're gonna have to stir it a little bit more. Look at me, see? This thing makes a serious fucking mess too. If you get holes, make sure you wipe that shit up quick, because if it spills and you let it sit down there, it just makes a big fucking mess. Alright, so this is what the chrome looks like on the inside. You're going to want to dilute it, like I said. Get yourself a little bit of a mixing cup or something. Don't use your mom's glasses, kids. You want to dilute it pretty much 2 to 1. So for every 2 parts of paint that you got, you want to use about 1 part of Varsol. This stuff has already been diluted down a bit. I'm going to do it just a little bit more just to thin it out a bit. You can play around with the mixtures. The more you play around with it, you can get it where it's going to be a lot more drippy. Or you can have it a lot thicker if you don't want it to drip too much. Like I said, again, you want to mix that shit up real well. You don't want any clumps in there. Make sure all the silver pigments are completely diluted into the mixture. Fucking, you need a funnel of some sort to get the paint in, or you can use, try and just pour it in yourself if you want, which I think I'm gonna do. Okay, that one's pretty much filled up. You do want to fill these things up as much as you can. I got this one pretty much right to the brim. Pop your nib back in. Alright, so this thing's good to go. Let's try it out. Gonna paint over this shit. Decent surface we can spray on. We're gonna take this mop out and show you how it works on the street too. It's raining out right now, so today we're just gonna give you a quick hand style in here. You're gonna want to juice up the nib. Like I said, it's got that flow restrictor in there right now. As you can see, it drips. Thick ass chrome lines. This thing will drip like a bitch if you really wanted to. All you gotta do is hit it once. You can get the consistent drips. This one's a bit thick right now, but it is possible. That shit's still wet, so I'm making a big fucking mess, but you get the idea. We're gonna do a video of this soon out on the street. Enjoy.